In the previous lesson, you learned what is a database and what are different types of data. Why do we need a database? This question must have crossed your mind. Well, the answer is simple: to store our data. We can store this data in text files, spreadsheets, folders, or database management system. With a simple example, let us understand when to use which kind of storing tool and why. Suppose you are the founder of MyCart, a company that sells used academic books and novels to the students. This company of yours is currently functional at your college level only, and you are accepting orders through phone calls only. Now you decided to make a database of your users because you know it's a good practice, and sooner or later it will help you in different ways. You started storing data in an Excel sheet which looks like this. This is the data that you are collecting. Order number, order date, first name, last name, email ID, mobile number, book details, postal address. After few months, you realize that your company is getting famous and you decided to expand it by covering 5 more colleges in your state. In order to manage your growing business, you hired 2 interns to assist you. Now, there are 3 people working, so you decided to move your database to Google Spreadsheet, which is similar to Excel but with all the data stored online. This allowed all 3 of you to access the database at the same time and to enter or modify the data simultaneously. Everything is going fine. You managed to make a database of 5,000 users with over 10,000 orders. Now you plan to expand your company across the country. And you know you would need a full-fledged website for this. You also raised a first round of funding for your business. Congratulations. One day, when you were going through your database, you sensed something was not correct. Let's have a look at the problems you could be facing. Incomplete data. There were instances when a few columns were not filled or got deleted. This created problems when you needed your data for important purposes. For example, while sending marketing mailer to 5,000 users, you came to know that you have email IDs of only 4,600 users. Redundant data. For every new order, details like order number, order date, first name, last name, email ID, mobile number, book details, and postal address is needed. This information was required for new users only, but for old users, most of this data was redundant, and you were only wasting your time and space on the sheet. Also, whenever a user had to order 2 books in a single order, you were recording it by making 2 different entries because you had only 1 column for book details. You could have achieved this by adding 1 more column for book details, but it would have resulted in lots of empty spaces in other order entries. Either way, it's not a good practice to follow. Heavy file size. Because of large number of entries, the sheet was taking lot of time to load. Although you came up with the thought of splitting your database in 3 different spreadsheets, you could realize that this will only make the job of accessing, managing, and updating your database difficult. Security issues. You cannot secure your data in spreadsheets. Anyone can access the files, see any data, and even take the whole database without much efforts. In order to do away with all these problems, we should move to DBMS. Or Database Management System. In the next topic, we will learn what is Database Management System and how it works. We'll also learn how it overcomes the problems that we have faced.